Hi friends, welcome to Lean Factory. This is Anant, your lean manufacturing consultant. In the last few weeks, we have talked about the common challenges faced by many industries. For example, we talked about machine shops, we talked about garment industries, rubber industries, etc. And today, we are going to talk about some of the common challenges faced by plastic manufacturing companies, plastic product manufacturing companies. Broadly, there are 5 types of plastic manufacturing. The first one is extrusion molding, second one is injection molding, the third one is blow molding, the fourth one is compression molding, and the fifth one is rotation molding. In this video, we are going to primarily talk about injection molding. Right, the plastic will be in the form of granules. Then we will be mixing it with some chemicals for giving the color and also the required strength. Then once it is mixed, it is taken to an injection molding machine. The raw materials will be taken through a screw conveyor where they are heated, and then through the same principle of injecting a person with the medicine, similarly the molten plastic is injected into the mold. Once the molten plastic gets into the mold, it takes all the spaces, the vacant spaces inside the mold, and then it takes that particular shape. After that, it is cooled and then taken out of the mold. So this is how an injection molding works. Some of the common products which are done by this injection molding are your plastic chairs, basic furnitures, automobile components like car bumpers, dashboards, then your window panels. A lot of parts in automobile components are done by plastics nowadays. Most of them use injection molding. So what are the common problems faced by these plastic injection molding machines? We can look at it in two types. One is machine related and the other one is manpower related. What is this machine related challenges? For example, most of our injection molding machines, people don't take care of the machines properly. For example, the day-to-day maintenance, air leakage, water leakage, oil leakage, all those things people generally miss out. And whenever you see an injection molding machine, there will be a lot of leakages. Because we are using a lot of coolant, water circulation for cooling the mold. There will be a lot of water which will be leaking from the pipes. So those things people generally don't take care of it. So after some time, what happens, the area becomes very dirty and the machine starts vibrating. It will produce some noise, right? Overall, the maintenance of the machine will be very poor, and after some time there will be a lot of breakdowns of machine. So this is one common challenge related to machine. The next one is the high setup times. People generally take more than 1 hour, 1.5 hours for changing over. The changeover here is the mold changeover. Sometimes the raw materials also need to be changed. For example, if there is a color change from a white color chair to a black color chair, right? So what I have to do, I have to remove all the granules which are used for white color chair, and then I have to fill it with black. If the changeover is from black color to white color, the time will be even more higher because they have to flush the entire injection molding machine. In the inside also there will be a lot of these black color granules. So we have to flush it out and then put the new one, the white color granules. So it is going to take more time. So generally the changeover times are around 1 hour, 1.5 hours. But we have demonstrated in many companies that we can do the changeover in 20 minutes. So when we do the changeover in 20 minutes, obviously we are saving 40 minutes. So the machine can run for more time. So obviously the productivity is going to increase. So this is the second major challenge, right? The first one is frequent breakdowns and the second one is high changeover time. So these two are the common challenges related to the machines. When we look at the manpower activity, for example, there may be some value adding activity after the injection molding is done. Many automobile companies I have seen, they get the component in the form of a kit. So if I am a plastic manufacturing company, so I do an injection molding, then I have to add some value. For example, there may be some screw assembly, specific 2 parts have to be assembled together using a screw, something like that, right? So these value adding activities are manual activities. So in those activities, there may be some errors, people miss out some screws, the screws will be in different torque. So sometimes there will be scratches and dents. A lot of these other quality problems may come up during this assembly activity. So they are all manual oriented, or I would say skill based errors which may happen in the product. So this is the next level of challenges. So how can we solve some of these challenges? The first one is for mission related problems, the maintenance related problems. We can do TPM, total productive maintenance, where we focus on the maintenance of the machine, focus on fixing all these abnormalities like oil leakage, air leakage, water leakage, etc. We can use autonomous maintenance, where operators will take care of the machines themselves. The day-to-day maintenance will be taken care. So if we do all these things, the overall breakdown of the machines will reduce and the availability of machines will be increased. That is one. The second part is reducing the changeover time. We can use quick changeover methods or SMED methods to reduce the changeover time from 1 hour or 1.5 hours. Can we bring it to 20 minutes or 15 minutes or even less than that, right? There are many companies where their changeover time is less than 10 minutes. So if we can bring down the changeover time, automatically the overall productivity is going to increase. So this is the second part. Now when we look at the assembly part, the manual part, we can do two major areas. The first one is focusing on reducing the errors, right? The manual errors. We can do quality projects, right? We can use YY analysis, cause and effect diagram, all the 7 QC tools to focus on reducing the defects. That is one part. And we can also use TQM activity, TQM projects like quality circle projects, all those typical quality activities we can do to reduce the defects. That is one. And we can also use Poka-yoke methods, mistake proofing, to reduce the defects, to eliminate the defects. For example, if I have to assemble 10 screws in a small assembly, right? Only after assembling all the 10 screws, the machine will allow the product to go to the next stage. Otherwise, I cannot remove the product and take it to the next station. So like that, we can do some low cost automation, low cost Poka-yoke projects to eliminate the defects. For manual errors, we can focus on TQM and quality circle activities and also Poka-yoke projects. For mission related challenges, we can focus on TPM and SMED activities. So these are all the common challenges faced by this plastic injection molding machines and the ways to solve those challenges. Other than these challenges, there are other typical challenges which are faced by every company, right? We have not covered that. For example, your stock can be in mismatch, the raw materials are not available. Quality problems specific to plastic industry like shrinkages, warping, right? Scratches and dents, low filling, right? All those typical quality issues, those will be there. Those quality issues need to be addressed properly. But we have covered the typical challenges in terms of productivity areas, right? Operational excellence activities. So this is what we wanted to cover in this particular video. I hope this particular video was very useful to you and you can share it with your contacts and friends. They can also learn and implement in their companies. If you like this particular video, please subscribe to our channel and you can also click the bell icon so that whenever we post a new video, you'll be able to get a notification and you can watch it and learn. So thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.